morning, students. Welcome to offline classes for 9th standard. So we are discussing the chapter called Matter in Our Surroundings. In previous part 3, we have discussed about the states of matter, that is about solids, liquids and gases, and their characteristics we have discussed in the previous part. In today's class, we are going to discuss about can matter change its state. So we have discussed all three different states of matter. So can matter can change their states or not? So one state to other state means the solids to liquids or liquid to gases, can matter can change their states or not? If it said how it changes, yes, the matter can change its states from one state to other state, like solid states to liquid or liquid states to gaseous state. When it changes its states of matter. So this change of state of matter, it changes depend upon the temperature. How the temperature affects on changing of a state of one matter to the another matter. Another states of matter. So here, when you increase the state, when you increase the temperature, the matter can change one state to the another state. So here you just see that the solid, here the particles of solid. So particles, already you know that the particles in solids are tightly packed. When you increase the temperature of the solid, what happens? The particle starts moving. They start freely arranged. So here it is. When you hot, the particles get freely arranged. And you just see here, after that when you cool, again it changes into water. The particles again they compact and become more liquid. So here, the temperature makes here plays important role changing of one state of matter into another state of matter. Why? How it is? So on increasing the temperature of solid, the kinetic energy of the particle increases. They start moving. They start moving from one place to the another place in the matter. Due to increasing the kinetic energy, the particle starts vibrating with a great speed. The temperature at which the solid melts is called melting point. Here, when you start to increase the temperature of solid, it starts, the particles in the solids, they start moving. The kinetic energy of particles starts moving or increases. So later what happens, when at a certain level, at a certain point of temperature, that solid starts melts, and that is called what? That particular point where it starts melting, where it starts melts from solid to liquid, that is called what? Its melting point. The melting point of ice, if you take a ice, if you start to increase its temperature, what happens? It starts melt. At what stage it starts melt? At which point it starts melt? At which temperature it starts melt? That particular point, what we call its melting point. The melting point of ice is what? 273.16 kelvins. The process of this, the process of melting, the solid state changes its liquid state. That is called a fusion. When the process of changing of solid into liquid is called what? A fusion. Okay. So this is what in this way the solid can change into what? A liquid on heating or on increasing water temperature. The next one, what? Latent heat of fusion. The amount of energy is required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is called the latent heat of fusion. Means already we came to know that the solid can change its state into liquid on increasing of a temperature. How much the temperature is needed to convert solid into liquid? That is called latent heat of fusion. So here how much? See 1 kg of if you want to change the solid into liquid of how much the heat is required of 1 kg of solid if you want to change into liquid state, how much energy is required, such kind of energy what we call latent heat of fusion. Next is about boiling. When a liquid is heated, it start particles of begin to move even faster. So just we came to know that in solid when you start heat or when you increase the temperature of the solid, the particles in the solid starts move. But in the same way, when you heat is increases or the temperature increases in liquid, the particles of liquid even move even faster moves when compared to the solids. Okay, then the particles temperature liquid begins to boil and changes into gases. Boiling is bulk phenomena. When a liquid boils, the bulk of the liquid changes into vapor. See here, when you increase the temperature of the solids, it starts melts and convert into what? Liquid state. The same way, when you increase the temperature of liquid, it starts converting into what? A gaseous state. So this is at what stage the liquid changes into vapors or changes into gaseous state at particular temperature. That particular temperature what we call boiling point of its liquid. You see here the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling it is called its a boiling point. The boiling point of water is what? 100 degrees Celsius. If you convert it into Kelvin, 373 Kelvin. How can we able to convert it? So 100 is 100 degrees Celsius. If you want to convert into what? Kelvins, you just add 100 plus 273. It becomes about 373. So whenever if you want to calculate whenever you want to convert the Celsius into Kelvins, you just add 273 degree for degree. For example, 37 degrees Celsius, or then if you add to 273, it becomes what? It converts into what? Kelvins. So this is what is boiling. Boiling means what? When you boil the liquid, it starts convert into what? Gaseous state. This is what the boiling, and it's a boiling point. Next is what? Latent heat of vaporization. The amount of energy required to change 1 kg of liquid into gas at atmospheric pressure of its boiling point is called a latent heat of vaporizations. Just now we discussed about the latent heat of fusion. So here, how much energy is required to convert 1 kg of liquid into gas? That kind of energy what we call latent heat of vaporization. So here, how much amount of energy is required to convert 1 kg of liquid into what? Gases. That is called what? Latent heat of vaporization. Here, latent means what? Hidden. Latent means what? Hidden. Next is what? The sublimations. As of now, we have discussed about the solid is going to convert into what? Liquid. Liquid is going to convert into what? Gases. But some stages, at some situations, the solid directly it changes into water gases without changing into liquid. Such process what we call sublimation. When solid is changes into water, directly it changes into water gases, or gases directly changes into water solids without changing into liquid. Such process what we call sublimations. Example, where we will see 6 kind of situations. Camphor, camphor in Kannada what we call karpura. When you take a karpura, if you boil that, if you start boiling it, directly it converts into water gaseous state without changing into liquid. When you cool it, again it converts into water solid. So example here, camphor and ammonium chloride. The solid camphor or solid ammonium chloride, if you eat it, it directly changes into water gaseous state without changing into liquid state. This kind of process what we call sublimation. This is the camphor and this is the ammonium chloride. If you eat, it changes into water gases without changing into liquid state. So these are the important the topics what we have covered today. That is, first one is water. We have discussed about first one, what is the melting point, or how whether the matter can change their state, how the temperatures affects on changing of a matter from one state of matter into another state of matter. Then we have discussed melting point, latent heat of fusion, boiling point we have discussed, and latent heat of vaporization we have discussed. In the next class we will discuss the remaining part of the chapter. Thank you.